It was an interesting start to today's video. This person decided it was a good idea to stop on a live carriageway and let people on the slip road join. Pretty sure that's not what you meant to do. I managed to keep the distance by using my rear brake for a while, and then as it seemed they were really coming to a halt, it was time to look around and pass them. With that idiot out the way, it's time to roll the intro and get on with the video. With that dodgy start to today's video over and done with, I thought I'd talk you through where we're actually going today. So we're making my way to the Epping forest, a place called Berts Tea Hut, otherwise known as the original Tea Hut. Most of the roads are national speed limit with some very tight turns. The reason I took this ride, even though it looked like it was going to rain, because one, I don't mind going out in the rain, and two, I was on a Zoom call yesterday. I was on a Zoom from 10 AM to 6 PM with 123 people. There was a lot going on, there was a lot to focus on, and I really just needed to get away from my screen and actually go and see some of the outside world, and I thought I'd take you with me. I was also keen to see what Berts Tea Hut would be like in lockdown. I imagined longer queues, but what I came to was really not what I was expecting at all. This is one of my favourite roads on the way there. It just reminds me how important it is to get outside and get away from the screen. Ironically, I have my sat-nav running, which I suppose is a massive screen in a way, but you see I'm not following it. It's just so I can record the route, so I can share it with you guys. So if you look in the link down below, there's a GPX file of how to do this route. And at the end I'll put a Google Maps screenshot as well. I've learnt this journey by heart now. There is a moment later on where one of the roads is shut, so annoyingly I had to get the sat-nav out and put it into use. There are also loads of places where cars can pull out. For me, if there's a good distance behind me and they're creeping out already, I'd rather let them out than them randomly decide to pull out. I also think it helps to improve the image of bikers, showing that we're not always selfish, and that if safe we can let you out. Plus this person was in the middle of the road, so if someone hits them, they're coming straight into my path. I didn't have much choice in this, to be honest. They were pretty much out already. Now up ahead I could already see that this road was shut, but unhelpfully they've put the sign at a very funny angle so you can barely read it. I had a good sign, I thought maybe I'll be able to squeeze by, or maybe it was just warnings, but taking a look down that road, it didn't look like I was getting far at all. So it's time to pull over and use the sat-nav to find the tea hut. Annoyingly, it wasn't available on the sat-nav. I don't know why. It is an official destination, but I didn't know the postcode. I did know it was near a church, so I went for Church Lane in Epping Forest, and that did the trick. Eventually I find Church Lane, I say that'll do, and we get on with the ride. In terms of the road we were meant to be going down, it didn't really add anything scenic, it just takes about 10 minutes off. Anyway, I went down all these lanes, and eventually I popped out onto a road that I knew. The speed bumps on this road either get bigger as you go along, or I get more confident every time, but you can see the bike takes quite a thump. These are also very difficult to tell how high they were, but as you can see I have a great time bumping over them anyway. So what's coming up now is we're about to turn off to the tea hut that I'm on about. Bit of a disappointment, to be honest. Stick with me and I'll show you around. Thank you. So here we are then, a Sunday afternoon, a little bit of rain but nothing too much. I really thought this place would be packed. I was expecting a bit of a queue. So this is it. Normally these are open, there's no loos, so that is normally full of bikes. It's the first time I've ever been here and it's been just me, no cyclists. These guys just heading into the woods. So technically this is London, Although, I don't think this has anything to do with London. I think it's too green and too nice. So obviously they've blocked off the car park, stopping anyone getting in. And before they put these bollards here and this sign, if you wanted to go green laning, that was a brilliant place to go. I'll try and use my digital zoom. If you're on a bike, you can normally just nip through there. Suppose nobody here because it's the rain. If I brought a little stove, that'd be a good idea. I didn't today, don't know why. I just brought crisps and some water, so highly exciting stuff on my end. I'll take you over to the normal hustle and bustle. That's normally full of bikers. I'll be putting some photos here. It was nice to be able to show you around. I hope that this has given you an idea of what it's like. So next, we'll get on the bike and I'll show you the next little stop off. It's only about a minute away, so I'll cut it down for you. I also got chatting to this young couple. They were really friendly with a great interest in bikes. It's always nice to chat to people as you're at these places. They told me about some great plans to buy an Africa Twin and go on an adventure. So if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for subscribing. I haven't been here for about a year, so when I turned into this road I was expecting to be able to park. I then moved to the next car park, where I was told bikers can't park here anymore, and I decided I didn't really want to stay that much, so it was time to head home. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know. The journey home was quite straightforward. I did get a bit of filtering in, but at times it was just too tight. Plus, as I've said before, I'm not in a rush, and I really had nowhere else to be. It wasn't pouring with rain, I wasn't massively uncomfortable, so for me, my personal choice was to just sit here and pass when I could, but most of the time there was either someone coming towards me, or I was making good enough progress to just pull over for a second. I think this is the biggest moment, and guessing from all the water I can see they're trying to fix something up ahead. I eventually got round it, but as this was commuting time, there wasn't much more to show you of the way home. If you like this video, then please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I've got plenty more on the way, and as soon as they say you can go camping, I'll be off and we can do our first tour together. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. There will be a specific video on this coming up, but essentially we'll go from home, through the Cotswolds, through the Wrekin Beacons, up towards Holyhead, across from Holyhead into the Peak District, and then back down again. I thought I'd start off with just a few days, and then the next one is a big coastal tour of the UK, including Scotland and the castles. But again, there's more specific video coming soon on that. And hopefully, if you haven't seen Helmet Head's video already, I'll be meeting him in the new Honda Monkey camper van for some adventures and a few day trips as well. In my next videos, I'll be going to the bike stop in Stevenage as that's reopening, and I also have a few other surprises up my sleeve as well. So stick with me, I've got more videos on the way, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.